Good morning. Thank you for joining us today. Could you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your new book?
Good morning, thank you for having me. My name is Raditya and I am the author of The Lost Horizon. This book is a fictional story about a young woman who embarks on a journey to rediscover her roots after losing her family in a tragic accident.
That sounds intriguing. What inspired you to write this story?
The inspiration come from my own experiences of feeling disconnected from my family story. I wanted to explore the idea of identity and how our past shapes who we are. I also wanted to highlight the emotional journey of healing and self-discovery.
What was the most challenging part of writing this book?
The most challenging part was making sure the emotions feel real. Since the story deals with grief and loss, I wanted the readers to connect deeply with the character's pain and journey. It took a lot of revision to get the point.
I can imagine how long did it take you to complete the book.
It took about 2 years from start to finish. There, there were periods of which block, but in the end, I'm happy with how it turned out.
That's great to hear. Actually, what message do you hope readers take away from the last horizon?
I hope readers come away with a sense of hope and understanding that it's okay to grieve, but it's also important to find the strength to move forward. Life has a way of surprising us when we least expect it, and we must be open to new possibilities.
Thank you so much for sharing with us today, Radit. We wish you the best of luck with your book.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to be here. Good morning. Thank you for joining us today. Could you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your new book?
Good morning. Thank you for having me. My name is Ghade and I am the author of The Last Horizon. This book is a fictional story about a young woman who embarked on a journey to rediscover her roots after losing her family in tragic accident.
That sounds intriguing. What inspired you to write this story?
The inspiration came from my own experience of feeling disconnected from my family story. I wanted to explore the idea of identity and how your past shaped who we are. I also wanted to highlight the emotional journey of healing and self-discovery.
What was the most challenging part of writing this book?
The most challenging part was making sure the emotions felt real. Since the story dealt with grief and loss, I wanted the reader to connect deeply with the character pain and journey. I took a lot of repetition to get the tone right.
I can imagine how long did it take you to complete the book.
I took about 2 years from start to finish. There were periods of written blocks, but in the end, I'm happy with how it turned out.
That's great to hear. Lastly, what message do you hope readers to take away from the last program?
I hope readers come away with a sense of hope and the understanding that it's okay to grieve, but it's also important to find the strength to move forward. Life was a way of surprising us when we least expect it, and we must be open to new possibilities.
Thank you so much for sharing with us today. We wish you the best of luck with your book.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to be here.